Hey guys, Colourpop here, and I have an epic size declutter to do today, hence my hair is working hair today, aka we got our hair up, and I have so many items. You know, on New Year's Eve, I just went nuts. Was it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day Eve? Anyways, I just went nuts going through my collection and decluttering. I was sick of having so many items in my collection that I literally have not touched since I purchased them, some of them, or I've worn once or twice in the last 2 years and I haven't touched. And I don't think it's fair for me to be so overwhelmed by my collection simply because of the number of items that I have. I don't even want to film videos lately because I just look at all the stuff that I have and I'm so overwhelmed I cannot even focus to film a video. So we're going to rectify that right now, and I'm going to show you all of the items that I decluttered. And yes, this is a pretty savage declutter. At the very end of the video, I will put on the screen all of the items that I did declutter, as in the number from my collection. So how many items of each topic that I decided to declutter, and there are a huge number. I will say though, there was maybe 1 or 2 lip glosses because I do love lip gloss and I go through them, and the ones that I won't use, like the colors or whatever, I declutter them as I go because I know immediately, like if it's a red shimmery lip gloss, I'm not going to use it. So without further ado, I do want to let you guys know that there are some items that are claimed. Almost all of these items are touched or swatched or used. So I am offering you guys my collection to you free of charge. Obviously, I'm not going to charge you for used makeup, but if you guys want anything from my collection, all I want you to do is simply send me some money to ship it to you. Write down all of the things that you want. You can have everything or nothing or whatever, you know, I don't really care. I just want to get rid of all of these things to good homes. I am throwing away 3 items, so you won't be able to get those ones, and I do have a couple items that are already claimed by friends that I have let them know, like, hey, I'm getting rid of these, do you want them? Because I knew that they had previously talked about them. So all that being said, get out a pen and a paper, get out a coffee or a glass of wine or whatever time that you are watching this. Maybe have your dinner and watch this, I don't know. But write down all the things that you want if you want anything. If not, if you think I'm disgusting and gross and don't want anything and whatever, that's perfectly fine. I'm just doing a declutter. But I do know that some of you guys are pretty close friends here on YouTube. You guys know that I am a very clean and tidy person when it comes to my makeup. I do sanitize my entire collection twice a year. That is spray sanitizing the actual product and sanitizing the outside. I'm very diligent about that because I don't want to have any issues of things going bad in my collection. So without further ado, make sure you write down anything you want and basically put it in the comments or email me. My email is down below. It's callifab1991@gmail.com. I almost said Yahoo. At gmail.com. So if you have quite a long list and don't want to write it in the comments, just email me what you want and your address, and I will send you as many things that I still have. I'm just simply going to go by who sends me stuff first. So whoever sees this video first, send it on along, and make sure to thumbs up this video if you guys love declutter still, because I know I do. Okay, you guys, like I said, if I do know that an item is already claimed by a closer friend that has told me, hey, if you're decluttering this item, I want it, or I've been looking for this one, do you have it, whatever, I will kind of mention some of those. Some of them I have no idea. So just literally let me know what you guys want. But let's get started. Should I start with palettes and stuff first? I think I'm going to, because my other bin is all the way over there and it's full. So let's do this. I am stressed out already. I'm not going to open, swatch, or label everything that I have. I'm just simply going to hold it up, say the name, and move on to the next because I have so many items. I didn't even count. I should count when I'm editing this and see how many items I actually did declutter. but gosh, it's a lot. I'm going to show you my throwaway items first so I can simply throw them in the trash. I have taken them out of my inventory and I won't be offering them to anybody because I do know that they did go bad, but everything else is good. I did check it and I did swatch everything to make sure it was still good, and it is. So let's do this. Okay, so the 3 items that went bad are all liquid lipsticks. The first one is from Jouer, and it is the lip cream in rose gold. This one, I'm really upset that I let it go bad. It was almost used up. You guys can see that I had some windowing in there, so it was drying out quite a bit. I absolutely loved this liquid lipstick, and truly, like, I probably could call this an empty. You can't see down and through there, but I can, and it's truly almost empty. But I didn't use it up all the way, and I don't want to say that I used it when I didn't. So this one is a throwaway. This one from Colourpop, I don't know which one it is because it rubbed off, but this is this shade Shimmy, and you guys can see that it's separating. See how much it's separated there with the purpley pinkish lines and stuff. This one I am throwing in the trash. And then also another Colourpop, this was the Ultra Matte Lip. This is in the shade Times Square. This is doing the same thing. This one I did use quite a number of times, so there are quite a bit of windowing in there, but it just smells off and it doesn't swatch the same as it used to. So I am going to be throwing this one away as well. Also, I forgot to say, after like a week of this video being posted up, I will put something down in the description box like I'm no longer shipping any more items, because whatever I have left, I'm going to bring to work to the girls at work. I know I have a ton of lovely ladies at work that love makeup and they love getting free stuff. Even if it is used, they know that I am very clean with my makeup stuff, so I will offer it to them afterwards, and whatever nobody takes, I'm probably just going to toss, because I don't want to bring it back into my collection and let it keep collecting dust. So hopefully everything will go, but we'll see. Let me show you my 2 bins first. First is this one. I'm going to show it next to my head. That's how big this is. And it is so heavy, and see how full it is? These are palettes. Literally, I think this entire one is eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, and blush palettes. Yep, this whole one is full of palettes. Oh my god. This one's equally as heavy. Here's this one. This one is full, and I mean full, of face products, base products, blush, bronzer, highlight, lip glosses, lipsticks, bullet lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. This one's full, so this one's gonna go last. I'm gonna do the palettes first. Okay, I think I'm just gonna transition them to my bin here because I literally don't have any other container to put them in because I'm using my 2 biggest ones. So this is stressing me out already. So we have the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. This was literally used once, maybe twice. The Too Faced Country palette. This one I did use a number of times, but you know, whatever. Oh my god. I have to think of a better way of doing this. This is like not gonna work. Okay, these 3 I actually just decluttered this morning. These are all from Laura Geller. This is the Sunday Fun Day, Saturday Style, and Flirty Friday. So Sunday Fun Day, Saturday Style, and Flirty Friday. Alright you guys, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to change my camera angle and put you on my thing here because this is gonna take way too long. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Hold please. Okay you guys, I have transitioned to my little bench here because I think it'll be a lot faster. Anyways, this is the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter Palette. This is the Laura Geller Southampton Classic palette. I was keeping this palette simply for this like blue-green shade here, but I can probably find that in a different one, so I got rid of this one. The Pure Midnight Masquerade palette. I actually loved this palette, but I really don't need it. I'm mixing in face palettes too. This is the Lovecraft Beauty. This is the bronzer one. And it's still, this one's completely brand new, hasn't even been touched. This is one that has been claimed by a friend. This is the this is the Après Ski Glow Face Palette. I don't know. But it's got 6 different shades in there. This is very lightly used. Colourpop Creme de la Creme. The Wander Beauty Wondrous Dusk to Dawn palette. I do love this palette, but the highlighter is way too dark for me, so it might be better suited for like a medium to deep skin tone. The Smashbox Cali Kissed palette. I really loved this palette and I really wanted it when I first bought it, but all of these colors are really too dark with the exception of that one, and that's silly for me to keep a palette for one shade. This is the Morphe Highlight and Contour Palette 8L. This is the Lo-Fi palette, and this has only been swatched a couple of times, and I just don't need it. This is a random Z palette from Ofra. It's got 2 blushes, well 3 blushes, a like blush topper, and a highlighter shade. The only one that I have that's named is this Pink Pewter Below Zero highlighter, and this is from Douce. There's no name on it, so, and I think 1 or 2 of these are from Makeup Geek, and then the other one is from M Cosmetics, but I can't really remember because it's not labeled. So if you guys do want this palette, I'm selling this palette as one, or not selling it. I am giving this palette as one just so I don't have to take out those blushes away from this palette. So yeah, the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series palette. This is brand new and in the box, Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. I think I am going to try to sell this one online simply because it's completely brand new. I do know that I spent maybe like 12 bucks on this, but yeah, I just want to see if I can kind of get back a little bit of my money on this one. I have 2 from Huda Beauty. This is the Ruby Obsessions. I don't even think I used this one once. It's completely brand new. I haven't even swatched this. Maybe I'll try to sell this one too. I don't know. This is the Mauve Obsessions. Yeah, see, this one I haven't touched either. Literally, there's not one shade in here that's been touched. So maybe I'll try to sell these Huda palettes too, just because they are brand new. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette. I did swatch all the shades. I absolutely loved it, but I just don't need a full shimmer palette. This is the Ofra Madison Miller. I believe this is a face palette, yes, but the highlight shade is just too dark. The blush is really pretty, but the 2 highlighters are just kind of dark for my skin tone. This is the Colourpop Golden State of Mind. Once again, I don't really need an all shimmer palette, although this one is completely gorgeous. Hopefully I'm on screen for all of these, but we'll see. Butter London. This is, I have no idea which palette. The Natural Goddess palette. This came in a BoxyCharm, I believe. A couple more Colourpops. This is the My Little Pony palette. I was thinking of trying to sell this one, considering I don't think I've maybe swatched one shade here, but this was a limited edition palette, so I was thinking of maybe trying to sell this one. This is the Double Entendre palette, and I just don't need this because I have so many of these shades in my collection. So this is gorgeous. This is definitely something I would keep normally, but I just don't need it. This is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. This is the Cool Down one. This was one of the first palettes that BoxyCharm held in their boxes. This one is gorgeous, but I have all of these shades in formulas that I like better. The Becca Volcano Goddess palette. I absolutely loved this when I used it. I just don't really need it. I have all of these shades in other palettes. Another one from Colourpop. This is the Strawberry Shake. I just don't see myself using this ever. I mean, I swatched it twice and I literally have never used it, so yeah. The Tarte Dream Big palette. I actually love this palette, but same thing, I have all these shades, I don't really need it. This is another face palette that I got from BoxyCharm or Ipsy. This is the Melee face palette. There's like some blushes, bronzer colors, highlights. It's really fun, but you know, the pans just don't make sense to me and I just don't really want to use it. The Kat Von D Alchemist palette, I'll just never use this, you guys. I really think like in my brain when I buy it that I'm going to, but I'm just never going to. And I have a couple from Lorac. This is the Unzipped Elegance palette. The Unzipped Unfiltered palette. They both have been swatched and I think they've been used once or twice. I think they both still have the brushes in there too. Yeah, they both still have their brushes. The Blushing Berries by Dose of Colors. I don't love those tones. Reddish tones on me make me look sickly, so I don't like this. The brush is still in here unused. I don't use the brushes that come with palettes. I don't typically like them. Then I have two from Tarte. I have the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. I do know this is a discontinued palette. It is gorgeous. Same thing, I have all these colors. I don't really need it. I don't know what happened to the brush in this one. It probably just fell out and got thrown away. And then the Tarte Clay Play Original palette. I used this a couple times and I just don't need it. Same thing. The packaging looks really rough, but I don't know why. That's how I bought it. It was sold like that. I did get a discount on it, so maybe that's why. Okay, hey, so that was all the palettes that I have. Now to more stuff. So I have this of all of my Colourpop lippie sticks that I'm going to be getting rid of. These ones are not going to go initially in this declutter. I mean, they are, but I'm going to bring these to work. There's a girlfriend of mine that was asking me about lippie sticks from Colourpop, and she said that she really wanted to try some, so if I was ever decluttering, to bring them to her first. So I'm going to bring these to a girlfriend at work. She specifically wants to look through them and see which ones she wants. Okay guys, so the colors I have here are Fetch, it's a satin. Button, it's a satin. This is Bossy, it's a matte. This is Sure Thing, it's a cream. Poppin', it's a matte. This is Pack Pack. Yeah, Pack Pack, it's a matte X, which is my favorite formula. This is Daydream, it's a matte X. This is Barely There, it's a matte X. This is Drop Top, it's a cream. This is Baywatch, it's a matte. And Julep, which is a cream. So if you are interested in any of these, some of them have been used, some of them are basically brand new. I just swatched them to see if I wanted them. Just let me know in your lists if these are something that you are interested in, because if she doesn't want any of them, then I will give them to whoever wants them first. Okay you guys, so in no particular order, I'm gonna just pull out everything. So we have the Revlon HD lip things in Desert and Sand. We have Benefit What's Up highlighter. I tried to pan this and I didn't love it, so just gonna get rid of it. This one's way too red for me, or pink on the lips. The Revlon Kiss lip balm in the shade Sweet Cherry. This is Nude Sticks All Over Face Color in the shade Poppy Girl. Artist Couture, this is the Diamond Glow Powder in Purple Dream. Physicians Formula, the, what is these, Shimmer Strips or something in Warm Nude. It's really pretty. The lighter colors work for me, but the darkers don't, so I just don't really need it. And I do still have the brush in here as well if you need that. Okay, this is a Tarte lipstick in Pink Peony. Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. It's a cheek highlighter in the shade Spoon. Two highlighters from Ofra. This one is in Beverly Hills, and this one is in Everglow. Everglow, this was the Nikki Tutorials one. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is the original one. I did use it a couple of times, but then I realized I have a full size, so I don't need it. The Gigi Gorgeous. The only blush duo in Authentic and Pride. Colourpop highlighter. It's a pressed highlighter in Bougie Call. Anastasia, the blush trio in Pink Passion. Note Cosmetics blush in Desert Rose. Pretty Vulgar blush in Hush Blush. Yes, Hush Blush. Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in Light to Medium. The Colourpop Light Stick in the shade Bullseye. just too yellow and dark for me. The Laura Geller Liquid Gelato Pillow Top Illuminator in Gilded Honey. The Laritzi Cosmetics Highlighter in Halo. This is a lipstick from Essence in the shade 6. It's the long-lasting formula. The Cheek to Cheek palette. This was in an Ipsy bag. This is the Betty Boop like collab. This is the blush palette. The Ciate London highlighter in Confetti. This is just too dark for me when I like swirl it all around. The Morphe bronzer in Celebutant. This is like those dual bronzers. The Kylie blush in We're Going Shopping. This one I had in my 50 Shades of Pink, but it's just not working for me. The color is just not right for my skin. It's too orangey on me. Then this one is the Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. It's just a little too dark for me. I have the lighter one, the Canopy whatever one, so this one's just a little too dark. The Colourpop, what? This is the Sephora lipstick in Tan Lines. This is from the Balm. It is Cabana Boy. Just a little too dark for me. This is a discontinued shade, so I don't think you can get this anymore. Then I have an In Stain blush from the Balm. This is in the shade Tulle. I don't need 4 red colored blushes. I have 2 that I really like, and I'm gonna stick with those, so getting rid of this one. Bang Beauty blush in the shade Smoked Peach. It's really pretty, I just don't really like shimmery blushes. The Vintage by Jessica Liebskind. This is the shade Rose Gold. This isn't a blush and it isn't a highlight for me. It's too dark for a highlight and too glittery to be a blush, so I just can't really use it. The bronzer from CoverGirl. This is the True Blend bronzer in the shade 200 Bronze. This is actually really pretty. It's just a little bit too shimmery for me for a bronzer. The Lorac Tantalizer bronzer. I was originally going to keep this. It is discontinued. I really do love it. It's just so shimmery. I don't need any shimmery bronzers. My highlight does just a good job, so I'm getting rid of this. This is the full size, and I love it. I just don't need it anymore in my collection. This is the Becca blush in the shade Snapdragon. It's just a little too dark. The Laura Geller, I don't know if this is a, illuminator in Peach Glow. It's same thing. It's too dark to be a highlighter, and it's too glowy to be a blush, so I don't know. I don't need it. It's pretty though. I have 2 bronzers from Colourpop. These I believe have both been discontinued. This one is in the shade In It to Win It. And then this one, the sticker came off. I had the sticker on here, but I believe this is the shade Poolside. That's the one I remember buying, and I didn't have it anywhere else in my collection, so yeah. These are the, what are these? Wet n Wild powder pellets. This is the bronzer one, and same thing, it's just a little too shimmery for me. I have 2 discontinued MAC products. This is the Patrick Star in Hot and Heavy. It says it's a bronzer, but it's kind of like a illuminator, so same thing. It's too glittery or too shimmery to be a bronzer for me, and too dark to be a highlight, so passing on that one. The MAC and Aaliyah, or Aaliyah, how do you pronounce that? I can never remember how to pronounce her name, but Aaliyah, right? This is the Baby Girl bronzing powder. Same issue with this one. Too dark to be a highlight, too shimmery to be a bronzer. Okay, we're almost to lip products. This is the Tarte's Pro Glow in the shade Sparkler. Too dark for me for a highlight. This is the Au Naturel in the shade Grapefruit. I really did like this when I was using it. I just don't like cream blushes. They're just not my thing. The Tristique bronzer. This is the Color and Contour Cheek Stick in the shade Brazilian Bronze. It is here. I tried to use it in my Partners in Cream. I did like it, but I just don't need it. Same thing, I just don't want to force myself to use it. And it does have a little brush on the bottom. This is a highlight from So Susan. It is the Dream Maker highlight in the shade Mirage. This is very, very blue, white, icy toned on the skin. So if you're looking for something like that, this is it. This is from Jolie Cosmetics, and this is a highlighter. I have no idea what shade it is, but it is really, really dark for me. It would be beautiful for a deeper skin tone. Okay, you guys, so I think that was all of the face products. Now we're on to lip products, and there are so many. So same thing. There are some single shadows in here too that I need to work through, but I'm gonna kind of just lay them out and show you like one brand at a time. Okay, these are all from Colourpop. These are all Colourpop liquid lipsticks. This is the Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Brooklyn. This is the Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Lucky, or Likely, sorry, Likely. This is the Ultra Metallic Lip in the shade Salt. Ultra Matte Lip in Viper. Ultra Metallic Lip in Surprise. This was the Hello Kitty collaboration. Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Aquarius. I don't know about this one. This was an Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Echo Park. Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Naughty. And these three were from the Disney collection. I just don't love liquid lips, and you know, these colors I just didn't think would work for me. But this is the shade Flynn, the shade Prince Charming, and the shade Beast. I found another liquid highlighter. This is from Laritzi. It's the Liquid Beam highlighter in the shade Topaz. It's just too dark for me. I have two of the Wet n Wild Color Icon loose pigments. I do really, really enjoy these, but I do have loose pigments that are very similar to these that I like more. So the lighter one is in the shade Dom and Cherry on top, and then this one is Heart of Rose Gold. So these are actually very, very nice, and they have a nice seal on the top, and I think I've only used these once or twice, but the ones I have in my collection I like a little bit better. Then we have the Ulta Pressed Setting Powder in the shade Banana. It is a really good one. I just have too many banana powders. I have two already, and I don't need a third. This is like one of the two glosses that I got rid of. This is the Smashbox in Orange Light. It's just way too orange on me. I'm just gonna do this, because otherwise it's gonna take forever. Okay, I'm gonna try to go through more of them at one time. Sorry, some of them look like this just because I had put on lotion, so my hands are a little sticky. But these are all of the Velvet Lip Glides, and I have the shades Unlaced, Stripped, and Mars. So yeah, this is the NYX Lip Lingerie. This is brand new. It's completely sealed still. This is in the shade Cabaret Show, I think. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in the shade Pure Hollywood. This is the Ciate London Liquid Velvet in the shade Swoon. I did keep two other shades of this. I love this formula, just the color wasn't gonna work for me. The Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Bombshell. Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Bear. It is the Velvet formula. This is Ofra Tuscany. I have three from Stila. This one's Biscotti. This one's Caramello or Caramello, and Angelo. And then the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lovesick. The Always On Metallic Lipsticks and the Always On Liquid Lipstick, like original formula. So the two metallic ones I have are Bold Digger and Rust Fund. So this is Bold Digger and this is Rust Fund. This is the shade Fair Game, and these are both in the shade Driver's Seat. I really do love all these. I just know that I won't wear them, so. Okay, so these are all the lip liners I'm getting rid of. I have swatched everything or used everything, so nothing's brand new, even if it is in the box. This one does come with a sharpener. That's why I left this one in the box. This is the Vasanti Matte Crush Lipstick Pencil in the shade, oh, it's in the shade Berry First Kiss. It's a deep berry color. This is from Pop Beauty. This is the Pout On Point lip liner in the shade Risque Rose. It's a very neutral color, but I just didn't need any more neutrals. Then I have the Colourpop Lippie Pencil in the shade London Fog, the Stila Stale Day Lip Liner in the shade Pinot Noir, and the Sephora Rouge Gel Lip Liner in the shade the Pink of Things, and it does have a little sharpener on the end. Then I have two from Illamasqua. These are the ones that you have to use a pencil sharpener because they are the wood base, and they have the shade Lust and Media. They are like a reddish pinkish color. Okay guys, these are the rest of the lip products that I have. I have the NYX Whipped Lipstick, or it's like a liquid lipstick in the shade Cocoa Bean. The NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade California. This came in a 2-pack. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade 358 Cowboy. These are from Bare Minerals. This is Swag and Hemp. This is the Buxom Wildly Whipped Lightweight Liquid Lipstick in the shade Devious Dolly. This is the Kat Von D 10th Anniversary Edition in Santa Sangria. This is a beautiful, beautiful red. I just have so many reds that I already love and use all the time. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the shade Java. This is from Ulta Beauty, the Nude Collection in the shade Pink Chocolate. This one I almost kept, but I have like 6 of them that are the exact same shade, so I don't really need that. I have 2 liquid lipsticks from Nars. The red one is Star Woman, and then the nude one is American Woman. I have 2 from Bare Minerals. This was like a little mini collection that I got. This is in the shade Crave. It's like a pinkish shade. And then this is the shade Queen. It is a dark, like vampire purpley shade. Then I have from Rimmel London the Kate collection. I don't remember which Kate this was. I don't remember. But this is in the number 14. I almost kept this one as well, but I don't really need it. This is just a chapstick I'm getting rid of. It's sealed. It is Eucalyptus Mint Lip Balm. I just don't love mint lip balms. The Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade 40. This is just a nude shade. The Jouer Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bear. The Too Faced Melted Liquefied Lipstick in the shade Fig. This has been used. All of these have been used or swatched. This is from Rimmel. This is the shade Airy Fairy. I almost kept this one also, but I just don't really need it, honestly. And the final one is from Winky Lux. I had this in my monochromatic project pan last year, but I hated the stain. It gives you a pink stain on your lips, and I didn't like that. So this is the shade Far Out. So if you want this, just know it'll give you a pink stain on your lips. Okay, so that was the rest of the lip products. I have a few more face products, and then we're done. So for foundations, I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundations. I love these, I really do. This is probably the only full coverage foundation I would ever use, but I don't love full coverage. I don't ever use it, and I feel like these are just wasting away in my collection. So I have the shade Light Neutral and Light Medium Neutral. So yeah, these would be good for like winter and summer shades. So, but yeah, I do love these. I just don't need them. 2 more foundations. I have the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Foundation. I don't think they sell this anymore, but it is absolutely beautiful. This is the shade 210. I used up 115 last year, I believe, and I loved it, but this is just going to be too dark for me year round. Then this one is completely sealed still. I haven't even opened it. This is from Laura Geller. This is the Quench and Tint Hydrating Foundation in the shade Light Medium. I have learned that light medium tends to go a little bit too dark on me, so I am more of a lighter shade. So I think this is going to be a little too dark, and I'd rather give it away when it's brand new. A couple mini sizes. This one I got from an Ulta Beauty box. This is the Marcel BB Cream in Golden Glow. Same thing, it's just going to be too dark year round. This is Makeup Forever Ultra HD Perfector Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 08. Same thing, too dark. Then I have some single shadows. This one's the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade, I believe this is Bad to the Bronze. This is the Revlon Color Stay in the shade 730. It's just like a, lighter shade. Then I have a Milk Makeup. This is a highlighter in the shade Turnt. I'm just never gonna use this, so might as well give it away to someone while it's basically brand new. Then a Colourpop single shadow. This is like the loose shimmer shadows in the shade Typhoon. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I just have one that looks almost exactly like this from the Balm that I like a little bit more, so getting rid of that one. Then I have one from Colored Rain. You guys know I don't love these yellow gold shades, and this is like a straight up yellow gold, and I'll never wear it. So this is the shade Champagne Life. It is beautiful. I just want to pass it along to someone that will actually use it. And then finally, this is from the Balm. It is from the Nude Beach collection, and this is the shade Bodacious. I have a million of these like brick brownish, orangish colors that I don't need, so yeah. Okay guys, so that was everything that I'm decluttering. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I'm so glad to have some of my numbers down though. And I am going to be going through all of my sample size items, whether they be like the teeny tiny deluxes or like a real like travel size. And I am going to be putting all of those makeup products into my makeup collection in my inventory, because in my opinion that does count as a finished product when I do put it in my empties. So it will be in my collection as a number for my item inventory. So I'm so glad to have all of these items out. I don't regret even going through this a third time, because I went through it the first time to pick them out. I went through it the second time to take them off of my inventory. And now I went through them a third time to film this. And I don't regret one single item. Literally not one have I taken out of there and been like, you know what? Maybe I will keep it. I am so happy and satisfied with everything that I decluttered, and I'm happy that I did that, because it makes me feel so much less overwhelmed when I go into certain drawers, especially like my blush drawer. It is so cleaned out. So is my bronzer drawer. It just feels better to have less stuff and to look at things and absolutely love everything that I have. So anyways, I'm so glad that you guys stuck with me throughout this whole thing. Make sure, like I said, to email me if you guys do want any items. If you think I'm disgusting, that's fine. Just don't say anything and don't tell me that you want anything, because I'm disgusting. You know, dirty girl over here. But anything that doesn't get scooped up by you guys, I am going to be offering it to other friends within a week of posting this video. So make sure to let me know if you want anything quickly on, so that I can let you know if it's already taken or what I'm sending your way. And also I will be asking for money for shipping. I do have PayPal and Venmo. I can leave those down below, simply because it's gonna be a lot of money for me to package it anyways with like all the packaging, because I don't like things to break. So I'm just gonna ask you guys for some shipping money to ship it your way. So anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this declutter video. I was going to take you through my collection as I was decluttering, but I was in a mood and I knew that if I set up the camera and stuff, I probably wouldn't declutter as much as I needed to. So I'm really glad that I did it the way that I did, and I feel very at peace with it. So I will put on the screen here the number of items that I did declutter from this. I'm gonna have to watch this video and figure it out, because I did not count as I went. So, but yeah, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you will have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.